we have to immediately persist with the task of getting people out of there. We've exhausted that there are three options. Let me not call them options, because option means this and not the others. We are not speaking like that. We've mentioned three methods, and there was no fourth method that was ever mentioned by all the people who are here or anybody else. And we're going to use all of them. What are these three methods that are going to be used in extracting or in getting people out from there? Number one, we are going to start. The people, the rescuers are saying they are ready. All we need to do is to say to them, give a signal to them. So we are going to agree with them which day next week they will have to start, because they are saying they are ready. It will be at a cost, of course. But now that things have been cleared, it's a question of getting cameras to go down. Now that is number one. So in a particular day, the task team will make an announcement that cameras will then, or not cameras this time, the machines that will be used to assist people to get out from there. That date will be announced, and how it will happen, it will be deliberated on by the committee, and then the day will be announced, and so that's number one, because we agreed on it. Two, we are agreeing here that Margaret shaft has been used, and there are people who have gone out using that shaft. And the third one is the rope. Even if the rope is limited, some people were saying, even if it takes one person per day, or two people per day, or three people, as long as there is something that is going on in terms of rescuing people. So we'll use all three methods. Now, the usage of those three methods, use the rope, use Margaret, and use specialized rescue. I do need to say, apart from Margaret, they say there's shaft 10, through which a few people came out. So we're not limiting Margaret. There's another shaft that people have used to get out. We're going to shut that. They will continue to use that if they are able to. As long as they get out safely, we will allow that. Now, the use of the rope, because it is risky and so on, it will have to be discussed thoroughly in the committee with the rescuers, so that we ensure that we limit as far as possible any danger, and it's used such that the risks are mitigated as far as possible. So now, having said this, how do we communicate this? Now, we are thoroughly briefed in terms of how communication has been going on, and we're not going to take a long time discussing that. There was a form of communication that was used at some point in Kuma, and the task team, especially those of you who come from the community, will share with the rest of the task team what else, what more other method needs to be used to communicate the date to get people out when we lower the scaffold or whatever, and communicating that people can use Margaret and shaft 10, and also that they can use that specialized instrument. The limitation of the instrument, of that mechanism, is of course that they will tell us that it can only take 5 at a time, or 6 at a time, whatever. But the committee will deal with all those details.